Good morning, it's Philip with you, Property Share Market Economics, and this is on my YouTube. The Irish government just announced last week its Speculator's Guide to Irish Real Estate. Of course, that's not what they call it. They're calling it an infrastructure spend, but they announced last week, with all the surpluses they've got, their budget surpluses, must be one of the only governments in the world that has surpluses at the moment. They've announced they're going to spend $212 billion on infrastructure over the next decade. Now, this is important from a property perspective for Ireland and for investors, overseas investors in Ireland, because the government's effectively telling you where land price is going to go up the most over the next decade. And it's all about infrastructure. If you want to know more about that, it's just so important. Shepard Walwyn has put out a book, Taken for a Ride. It was done originally by Don Riley, and with Fred Harrison now doing a bit of an edit on it. We've also got, Shepard Walwyn also has podcasts all about that topic. Don Riley showed what happens when government spends infrastructure on undergrounds, on trains, on whatever it is. He shows you and he measures. It's the only book in the world that tells you how much land price goes up when infrastructure is spent. And it shows what happens, and Don shows what happened to his property all around him as the Jubilee line got built in London. This is just such an important book. Everybody ought to have this book on their in their book collection, I tell you. Okay, so Ireland, the government there just announced for all the speculators, for all the property owners, where they're going to be building next, and what's going to happen. Of course, what we do, we're involved in timing as well, which is also important, but I'll leave that for another day. But anyway, okay. Get the book, study what's happening in Ireland. If you're interested in Irish real estate or investing there, the government's just told you where it's going to go up the most. All right, we'll leave it there for today.